What I did, when I came to in the Air Force.
Yes.
I went to Tidworth, England. That's where I picked up my plane up there. And from there, they put us all on troop carriers. Don't ask me why I was on a troop carrier, but I never went to Tidworth. I came over and they put us on this troop carrier, and the troop carrier was waiting for the invasion of France. I didn't know that. But all that fucking deal had all the military guys on there, right? The 5th of June is when we was going to make the invasion, and there was a hell of a storm. So therefore, we couldn't go because of the storm.
You had to wait a day.
And you waited a day, that's right. Well, the next day, I said, wait a minute. I said, I'm supposed to get off here in England. The sergeant guy or whatever the hell he was said, just sit on your ass. You're not going anywhere. You're going to go where we tell you you're going. He didn't even know I was Air Force. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking bars didn't mean shit, you know. Seriously.
Yeah.
So the guys on that fucking boat were puking like hell because the boat was going like
Sure.
this. But I kept looking straight out and everything, so they put me in an LSD, one of those fucking landing crafts.
Sure.
We had to climb down the fucking rope. I says, hey, I'm not supposed to be on this fucker. He says, you're going to go to the fucking brig if you don't. Well, that's a good place for me to go. I said, you want to put me in there, go ahead and do it, and then I'll get a hold of somebody that'll take care of it. He didn't say anything else, but he said, you get in that fucking landing craft. And I figured, well, I got in the son of a bitch. We got over to Omaha Beach there. I want you to know that. There was two guys with me. I went to get off. We were the first ones to get off of this LSD. There was 5 of us, actually, that got off of that deal. And we was in the water, and it's a fucking water up this deal going into the beach. I didn't even have a fucking weapon. You understand what I'm saying? But anyhow,
crazy.
After I got off of that son of a bitch, an 88 came. So the fucking Germans fired an 88
millimeter.
Millimeter,
Holy
and it
smokes.
hit that fucking LSD and wiped every cocksucker and his brother out.
You're kidding me.
Blood and all that shit around. The 5 of us was the only one. The one guy that carried the bandolier, he got shot, and I grabbed that son of a bitch.
No way.
You're
You're giving me chills.
So I didn't know what the fucking bandolier was. I wasn't in the infantry. I didn't know what the fuck it was. So the guy says to me, his name is Jeffrey. Jeffrey says to me, he says, hey, you with the bars, grab that deal. And I said, I'll be glad to. I said, and I grabbed it, and just follow me in. We got into the beach. I want you to know, they had those fucking metal deals.
Yeah.
We had crawled through that son of a bitch. And he says to me, he says, I heard your story back there. He says, as soon as we get in, there'll be a major out there to kind of tell us, and he'll take care of you. We climbed this fucking cliff and went up, and this fucking pillbox was a huge son of a bitch. As long as from the end of the other side of the office to here, it had an opening about that.
This is after it was destroyed?
That's what it would...
Oh, when you're going through... Oh, yeah, okay.
Shooting out.
Sure, the battery.
But the thing is this, that isn't where the 88 deal came from. It came from tanks that was behind
Exactly.
the pillbox.
Sure.
Well, what he did, he screwed that in. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Remember I told you that. And what he did, he shoved that in there and clicked that son of a bitch. And it blew in every cocksucker that was in.
Crazy.
It went in there, and there was 12 fucking guys.
Whoa.
Jetter and the mackerel. That's what kept us down.
Yeah, it was probably holding...
So, and I said, I got to get back to the fucking Tidworth, England. That's where my airplane is. He said, just a second. So he called an officer over there. He says, this lieutenant, they put him on that, and he's lucky he's still alive. He came over. He said, you just came up here and looked at him. He said, yes, I did.
Were you on Normandy?
Yeah,
yes, okay.
Yeah.
God, crazy.
And I said to him, I said, you know, made the invasion here. I got to get back to get my airplane. He looked at me. He said, what?
You're a pilot? What are you doing on the ground?
Over it, and what they did, they radioed over and said, yeah, we're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Says, well, we got him over here. Well, we'll send a helicopter and we'll get him out of here. You understand? So I got on a helicopter and they put me on a flat top, and the flat top flew me from there. Another helicopter flew me from there on over to England, and from England I went over there. That's where I got my airplane.
Okay, so then you went and picked up your airplane.
Well, yeah.
And later.
And then we flew. We took off of there.
Yeah.
And flew there, and we strafed as we came in the on the beaches and
Sure.
all that shit.
Crazy.
And knocked the hell of a lot of bullshit out.
That's crazy,
And then
Chris.
we got, but Orley Field, we got into that. That's where we flew our planes there, and we
Right.
used to take off of there.
Right.
Understand?
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's why I say I was in the infantry there.
Okay, so that was on June 6th. When were you shot down?
Well, I was shot down after 22 missions for
Okay,
50.
okay.
It was in the fall of the year. There.
Okay, and then you were
I
captured and then
I was
rescued?
hanging in the tree when I bailed out, and
Okay.
I had to tilt the ship in order to get out of the airplane. When I did, I landed behind enemy lines, and thank God this 4th Division, 22nd Infantry was there, and they cut my ass out of the tree, you understand?
And that was out of the P51.
That was out of the P51,
Okay.
and when
Okay.
I cracked up, it blew
Okay.
the shit out of it.
Wow, crazy.
You know, and I stayed with them, and I was with them until I went across the Rhine, and the SS troop caught me. And not only the Panzer Division was there and everything, we was going on these boats, you know, rubberized boats, and the fucker shot the shit out of them. They're supposed to seal right away, the military.
Sure.
And the fucker didn't seal. The fucking, I don't know what the hell they shot it with, but the fucking thing went down.
Wow.
And so we got over, and that's how they took part of the guys and went around the corner. They shot every fucking one of the guys. The 5 of us that was on this other deal, we were picking up bodies, putting them on a flat top with the rubber tire wheels and the horse-drawn fucking.
Yeah.
And we'd walk behind it, and we'd have to dig and make graves and put these guys in. Gangrene set in on them and everything.
Wow, incredible.
So that's the story of my fucking deal. I was with the infantry there for a while, you know.
Chris, you have done more in your life than any one man could ever expect
I
to,
got
and
a
it's
plate
so
in the
incredible.
shoulder. I got a plate in the shoulder.
Yes, sir.
I got fucking holes in my butt and
Yeah.
everything. This here, this is the best one. I had shrapnel on this son of a bitch, and you can't even see it anymore.
It's all healed up.
That's not my.
Oh, there, I can still see it.
Very light.
Oh, yeah.
Very light.
I see it. It's like 3 inches long.
See there?
Yeah.
That was shrapnel. That used to be red for years, and that's where shrapnel got me on that son of a.
Wow.
How do you like that for shit?
I think, Chris, you are a total badass, and
and
there's no modern soldier that has anything to do on you.
I'll be 88 years old. I was a young man then, man.
You are killing me.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that. Hey, thank you very much, Chris.
It's always a pleasure talking to you anyhow.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Chris.
much.
Thank you.